First, Joey, I'll call you second. Pete, I'll call you third. Nestor fourth and Art fifth. So we only got 6 heats tonight, guys. We should still have enough time to take a break after race 6, get a little 10-minute break like we've been doing the last couple club races. All right, guys. Ronnie, pull it up front. Once your car stops, I will call your name. Ronnie. Joey. Pete. Nestor. And Art. All right, 21.5 TC. Here we go. Nice and smooth. Get a good run in. Ronnie giving room there to Olivares. Olivares finishing second last week in this class. Starting to get some regulars out here on a Tuesday night. This is our bowling night out here. Enjoying, kind of breaking up the work weeks. Kind of nice to get out to the track. And, of course, the cooler temperatures now. Joey Olivares out in front by 3/10 over Pete Tay. I cannot see. I mean, once it starts to get a little darker, Pete Tay, that blue one, that's going to be tough to see for me. Some of these guys will start breaking out their nighttime paint jobs here. Art Hernandez doing exactly that with the white car in the pink wing. There you go. And then we'll have Moose out here with his light show a little later. Art Hernandez out in front, 15.7. Joey Olivares in the second spot, 16.3. Pete Tay in third, 16.1. It's actually a really tight battle between our top three. Top three spread by 7/10 as a total. And it's that metallic blue of Pete Tay out in front. So Pete, like me, spent about 2 hours in the car to get here today. He said, next time I'm coming at 1 o'clock. 15.8 for Pete the last time by, 19 and a 5.08. Art Hernandez, 19 and a 5.09. Joey Olivares in third, 19 and a 5.13. Hot lap of the race, 15.8 for Pete. Actually, let's see. It might be Art with that 15.7 here. Yep, Art has the 15.7. So Hernandez is the fastest one out there. Art down the back stretch. Hernandez out in front now, 16 flat. Pete Tay in the second spot, trailing by 2/10 with Joey Olivares in third, 2.5 behind him. So Olivares staying in that top three, the teal with the black wheels in through the center of the course. Touring car 21.5 variety. We just watched the 17.5s go. Now we're watching the 21.5s. We're heading into Expert USGT, and I'm sure I got a couple guys out there that are marshalling right now that are in race number 3, so don't worry, guys. I'll give you enough time to go back to your pits, find your body clips and all that good stuff. It's a relaxed race program. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here. Lead battle separated by a half a second. Art gets some love from the red car. Thank you, Ronnie. Pete Tay out in front by 2/10 over Art. The lead battle still hot and heavy here, both on 19-lap runs. Olivares also on a 19-lap run. So the 5:07, a 5:07, and a 5:14 pace. Nestor in fourth, and Ronnie to round out the top 5. Vasquez off the end of the straightaway, now on the right-hand side. Ronnie Vasquez, 18.2 the last time by. Ronnie's been doing some off-road racing lately, getting back in the seat here with the on-road car down the back stretch. The red car across the start-finish line, 18.3. Ronnie's best lap is a 17.3. Nestor in the 4th spot, our Master Tech. 16.8 the last time by. Nestor's best lap is 16.2. Joey Olivares in third, 16.6. Joey's best lap, 15.7. Art Hernandez, 15.8. Art's best lap, 15.7. And Pete Tay, last time by 16.2. Pete's best lap, 15.8. 19 and a 5:06.8 to a 19 and a 5:06.9 pace. These guys are separated by 1/10 of a second for the top spot. With the blue car out in front, the white car in the 2 spot, Joey in the teal in third. Looks like Nestor is that yellow, and Ronnie is the red. 35 seconds left to go. Race leader coming up on third. Thank you. So that is actually second and third down the back stretch. Art and Joey separated by 6.4 on the clock. On the track, they're about 2/10 apart. Meanwhile, our race leader down the backstretch started to come up on Vasquez. 16.2 for Pete Tay. And Pete just out in front by a fraction here, 4/10 the gap. And we're running out of time. Only 5 seconds left to go on the master timer. All right, guys, keep going, keep going. You're on individual timers. Always take those extra laps at the end of the race, guys. Even if you hear the computer call you done, take an extra lap to let everybody finish out. So take an extra lap. 2 more to finish. All right, that's the race. Everybody is done. You can pull them in safely now. That's a race. Bring them in, shut them down. Art Hernandez, boom, shakalaka, taking the win right there at the end. Nice job. Take a look here. Art Hernandez, 19.507.6. Pete Tate, 19.507.9. Photo finish for the top spot. Joey, you held on to 3rd. Nestor 4th, and Ronnie Vasquez 5th. Bring them in, shut them down, guys. We'll take a 10-minute break after race number 6, guys. We're going to take a 10-minute break after race number 6. Right now, as I mentioned, Expert USGT is coming up. So I had a couple of you guys in race number 1. We're going to do an extended warm-up. So we got 4 minutes till the start, guys. 4 minutes. All right, we'll get our corner marshals out there in the meantime. And we do have our live stream going, guys, on Facebook. You can find us through our regular name, Southern California On-Road Raceway. And on YouTube, likewise, just type in our name, Southern California On-Road Raceway. It's an acronym SCOR. And we are at 4060 East La Palma in Anaheim. Come on down and join us. We got Tuesday night racing, and we have Sunday racing on the 2nd and 4th Sundays. So Sunday the 14th coming up, which means we got Sunday club racing this weekend. Guys, we hope to see you out here Sunday. Race number 3, take a couple warm-up laps here. Take a couple laps, guys. Thank you. All right, Eric's going to man the right-hand side. It looks like we're just about ready to go. Pretty sure B. Ruff is our last guy to come up to the driver's stand here. All right, there's B. Ruff. We'll give him a chance to run a warm-up lap. Straightaway is still open. All right, guys, let's take him to the back corner, guys. Take him to the back left corner. Loops on the back straightaway. We'll have our IFMAR start from the back left corner. Oliver, I'll call you first. Steve, I'll call you second. Brian Rutherford, I'll call you third. Francis, fourth. And Chad Costello, I'll call you fifth. This is Expert USGT. Wait for your name. Oliver, Steve, B. Ruff, Francis, and Chad. All right, we are off and running. It's race number 3, Expert USGT. We had one guy drop out, and then he popped back in, so we have 5 in this group. As I mentioned, we kept the sportsmen separate tonight. We're trying that out. Gives us a little extra downtime in the pits as well, and the sportsmen a little bit more breathing room on the track. Steve Lomelli, our early, watch it on the left-hand side. We're clear. It's an unusual-looking body. What is that? Some sort of bitty design Mazda. All right, so our race leader in the hot pink in front of the driver's stand, back in through the lollipop, Steve Lomelli. Steve just came out to the SCOR Raceway Saturday Night Series where he finished up the champion in both of his classes. He's still on that heater. 3 months later, still on a heater. That's no fluke, folks. The hot pink, Steve Lomelli, proving he's the man to beat. Whether it's at this track or the neighboring track, man, this guy's been getting faster and faster over the last season and a half. 1 minute and 30 seconds in, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Lomelli out in front by 3.1. It's a one-car breakaway. Over a straightaway length lead already. 21 and a 509. Francis Mejia in the second spot. On a 20 and a 506 in third. Costello on a 20 and a 507. Oliver Clipper in fourth, and B. Ruff to round out the top five. Rutherford struggling a little bit here. What are the chances he'll be switching that body out in round two? Oh, yeah. Salute. All right, so B. Ruff, I don't know if the body is still snagging there on the back end. It's hard to tell with that blue coloring. So check for body tuck there. Is there any body tuck, Pete? And he says forget about it. There's some sort of other issue. All right, so this is why we do 2 rounds of qualifying. We'll get another chance to qualify here. It's got body tuck on the back. Yeah. Yeah, it had some style points, too. I mean, there were things I was liking about it. 230 down, 230 left to go. So a wardrobe malfunction for B-Ruff. We'll see him in round 2. It's Lomelli, Mejia, and Costello. So the fluorescent yellow continuing to lead the way now by 5.5. So the gap widens for the top spot as we focus in on the battle for second between Costello and Mejia, separated by 1/100th of a second. Tight battle for the 2 spot here. Costello 14.9, Mejia 15.7. And I think they're paired up on the course here through the middle as well. So Chad in the white and orange and Francis in the white, blue, and yellow. Over on the left-hand side, down the backstretch, so we'll get a little foreshadowing of the main event here. Oliver Clipper in fourth, and B-Ruff rounding out that top 5. There's Ollie down the backstretch, silver and orange. .330 down, 130 left to go, guys. 330 down, 130 left to go. Guys, if you need anything from Exotech, I want to shout out exotechracing.com. I stopped by Exotech before I came here today. Watch it on the left-hand side. So Mike wanted me to remind you guys, if you need something from Exotech, get your orders in this week, as Exotech is actually moving to Sacramento. Yep. So Exotech's going to be moving during that time. Obviously, Mike will not be able to send out orders. So if you need something from Exotech, get your order in this week. 50 seconds left to go, 5-0. That means Mike's moving also. So we're going to miss Mike Ridwell around here. Shout out to all of our sponsors, exotechracing.com. We're going to miss you, Mike. Pickoneup.com. TCS, that's Tamiya Championship Series with TamiyaUSA.com. ALF1, ALF1. Thank you, Aaron Lane. We just finished up the UF1 series out here. Proline Racing, made by USA. Reedy Power, thank you to Reedy and the guys over there, Rick Howard and the whole crew. X-Ray, UF1, a good, successful 2025 season in the books. Reds Racing, thank you to Reds. I can't say enough good things about Reds. Hit up Ivan, the team manager for this district. Hoodie and Secret Stash RC. Can't forget about our banners over there by the podium. So a big shout out to Jesse West's Secret Stash RC as well. You guys need a paint job, just go scan that QR code on the banner over by the podium. All right, guys, keep going, keep going, keep going. Got a couple more to finish up. I'm waiting for Francis. And that's a race. Everybody is done. Steve Lomelli going to take the win by a landslide, 9.2 seconds. Chad Costello second. And Oliver Clipper third. Big gaps in the top three right there. 21 and a 5:12 for Lamelli. 20 and a 5:06 for Costello. 20 and a 5:12 for Ollie. Francis fourth and B-Rub fifth. Bring him in. Shut him down. Come back out in corner marshal, guys. We got race number 4 coming up. This is Sportsman USGT. All right, Paul, Kathy already out there turning some warm-up laps. Let's gather our corner marshals. Remember, when you come out in corner marshal, grab that center corner marshal spot first. Uh-oh. White one taking a pretty bad crash right there. Body tuck. Just pull it down to Francis down in the corner pocket. Francis is already out there marshaling. Thank you, sir. Let's get the rest of our marshals out there, guys. Grab a corner. B-Ruff, Oliver, Chad Costello, Steve Lamelli. We'll need all hands on deck for this one. All right, Chad's there. Thanks. Oh, man, all 3 cars. A little foreshadowing for this one. Come on, Tom. You're a history teacher. You know everything's cyclical. All right, let's go ahead and line them up on the back stretch here. Tom Slick, I'll call you first. Paul Cathy, I'll call you second. Art Hernandez, I'll call you third. We need a marshal in the middle. We need a marshal in the back left corner, guys. Let's get the rest of our expert USGT guys out there to corner marshal. Don't worry, guys. If you're in race number 6, I will give you an extra little bit of time. Oh, yeah. Wow, yes. You're on the credit system. Wherever you feel comfortable, sir. I'm a corner guy. No, I'm a corner guy myself. Yeah. I don't know. Probably Steve Lamelli. Oh, Steve's already out there. Sorry. I don't have my cameras overhead. Would you mind? Okay. Thanks. Yep. We'll divide and conquer. We got more marshals. We got more tow trucks than cars out there. Tom Slick, I'll call you first. Paul, I'll call you second. Art, I'll call you third. You guys ready? Wait for your name. Tom. Paul. Art. All right, here we go. Sportsman USGT. 15.9, Kathy. Our early race leader should be the all-white, and I was just talking about the Exotech products, and that's a, looks like a P1Z. Down the backstretch, coming up on that dark blue of Tom Slick, and we're clear. Tom in the 2 spot, Art in third. So 2 white ones out there, first and third. Paul with the white wing, Tom in third with the black wing. Another way to tell them apart is, looks like, oh, sorry, Art with the black wing. Another way to tell them apart is Art has the Type A body, the NSX shape. Tom Slick in that 3rd spot in the dark blue. So Slick, let's take a look here. In through the center of the course, around the lollipop. I want to call it purple, but then he'll come and correct me. And chartreuse down the backstretch. Tom Slick, 15.7. Tom back up into the 2 spot here. Tom Slick right now trailing by 4.0 to Kathy. Paul Cathy off the end of the straightaway. 15.6. All right, so we got 2 down and 3 to go. Got 2 down and 3 to go. It's not too late to jump in to the Sportsman USGT class tonight. We've been combining them the last couple weeks, and I've been hearing some complaints and some requests, so we're keeping them separate tonight and give these guys a little bit more elbow room. So if you have a USGT, you want to come and join us in the Sportsman class, it's not too late. 2:15 down, 2:45 left to go. Paul Cathy out in front by 4.9. And here's Cathy over on the left-hand side. Down the back straightaway we go. 20 and a 5:12. Just hitting his hot lap. And the hot lap of the race, 15.4. So Paul's been racing a lot of Porsche Cup over the last season. And switched it up when we had the scale champs over at SCOR Raceway. He ran Sportsman USGT. He's been doing quite well in Sportsman USGT since May. Cathy over through the center S section. 15.5 the last time by, headed down the backstretch. Going to back it up with a 15.8. That's our race leader out in front by 5.6 over Tom Slick. Slick just hitting his hot lap, 15.6. Tom in through the center S section. Over on the left-hand side. Tom was out here with us at the TCS Finals. That was a big success. We still got a couple of TCS Finals banners around the track here. So big shout out to Tamiya USA, one of our sponsors here at the track. I'm already starting to talk to Fred over at Tamiya about the 2026 schedule. So he was very happy with how things went over here at SCOR. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go, guys. 1:20 left. Paul Cathy, Tom Slick, Art Hernandez, Sportsman USGT. Our leader's pace is a 20 and a 5:12. Second place, 19 and a 5:05. Art on a 19 in third. 19.509 for Art. 4 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. Porsche Cup coming up next, guys. We will take a nice break after race number 6, guys, to give you a chance to chill, wrench, and charge. 45 seconds left to go. All right, so we got Paul Cathy, 20 and a 5:13. Slick, 19 and a 5:04. Art, 19 and a 5:09. 30 seconds. Cathy out in front by 6.3. Still on a 20-lap pace. 20 and a 5:13. Here's Paul over on the left-hand side. USGT with the Exotech body. Good question of the booth right there. The break will be at least 10 minutes long. So we'll have the track open for practice and testing during that time as well, guys. Keep going, guys. Keep going. You want to do that? Yeah, I think that's what we've been doing anyways. So, one more to finish. That's the race. Everybody is done. Yep. So we'll start round number 2 at the top of the hour. That's the easiest way to call it. So we will start round number 2 at the top of the hour, guys. So whatever extra time we have left over for this hour, we'll give it back to you guys out there on the track. We'll have a little practice session. You'll be able to wrench. So it looks like it'll probably be, I don't know, maybe still about a 15-minute break or so. We'll know when we're done with race number 6. Race number 4, let's get you back out there to corner marshal. We only had 3 drivers. So I'm going to need you 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll need a couple volunteers. Guys, let's get a new volunteer. All right, Tom Slick is out there. Thanks. Let's see. Stephen Ruvalcama, do you have time to help us now? And probably not. I would assume you're in front-wheel drive or something like that. All right, let's get the rest of you guys out there to corner marshal and a volunteer or 2. Once again, if anybody could help us out, that would be greatly appreciated. We got race number 5 right here, Porsche Cup. This is Pete Tay, Moose, Paul Cathy. I want to say that B-Ruff is a cancellation out of this class. Yep, B-Ruff is a cancel. Tom Slick is out there. Thank you. Let's get the rest of our corner marshals into position.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
We're going to need some volunteers, guys. Let's get some helpers out there. A couple volunteers to the course. Help us power through round number 1. We'll have all sorts of time later to chill out during the break. But right now we need a marshal out there in the middle. Let's get a marshal to the middle. And a volunteer, guys. Let's go ahead and start taking a look here. Is that Jacob out there? Thank you, sir. Yes. All right. Now, Paul, Kathy is back to back. So we'll give Paul an extra moment here. Thanks to the volunteers, guys. Going to the highest bidder. We're looking for one more volunteer. Where do we need him, Tom? Over on this side? Right by me. All right. And we'll give Paul, Kathy an extra couple minutes here. Looks like here comes a blue one. There's Pete. All right, so Pete's ready to go. The headlights, you guys could guess which one that one is. With the headlights, that is Moose. Here comes Paul. He's got his nighttime paint job in the orange and white. You're all on your own over there, Tom. You might need to start stretching. Okay. All right. Things are changing. Let's go ahead and take them to the back stretch, guys. Let's go ahead and take them to the back stretch. Yes. Tom, we should just get you an extra mic over there. Let's go ahead and start lining them up in the back corner. Pete, I'll call you first. Moose, I'll call you second. Paul, I'll call you third. Wait for your name. Pete. Moose. Paul. Oof, what happened? Was that Paul? Yeah, oh. Tay, Moose. Now Kathy. 16.9. Must have been a freebie right before the loop. Yeah, starting to get a little chilly. We're starting to head into fall. The kids are back in school. So come on out on a Tuesday night. Break up your work week. Enjoy it out here at the track. We've been doing Tuesday nights for a month, at least a month now. And it's been a lot of fun, but it's time to start putting that hoodie in the pit bag. All right, 1 down, 4 to go. B-Ruff, his Porsche Cup was not functional tonight. He canceled. Oh, yeah. I didn't even check. That's right. Watch it on the back straightaway. Oh, man. Paul, Kathy, and Moose getting tangled up. That was first and third. So here comes Pete. I don't even know how Pete could see that thing down the back stretch. Pete Tay, 17 flat. Will Pete have enough to take over the lead here after that huge crash down the straightaway between Paul and Moose? Yes, Pete Tay out in front now by 2/10. And the metallic blue with the red trim down the back stretch. Pete Tay out in front by 1/10 of a second over Paul. Kathy, big crash. Watch on the back straightaway. Catch on the back straightaway. We're clear. Man. Straight from the red asphalt. That was about $200,000 in damage as it did several barrel rolls. Come on, Paul. Don't scuff the new paint job. Most of the guys have been having trouble coming on to the straightaway today. It's a little tricky. You got to have that approach. I don't know. I think Paul was having traction roll issues, which is could be a good issue to have. Tires are screeching out there. Grip looks good. 230 down, 230 left to go. Track was prepped, sprayed, cleaned, all that good stuff today. So shout out to D-Rock for all the extra help on the track today to get today's club race ready for us. Thank you, sir. 2:15 left to go again. 2:15 left to go. Paul Cathy hitting hot laps out there, 16.3, put the power to the ground now. Pete Tay in the second spot, trailing by, oh no, Pete taking over lead. He says, let me get that back, 16.8. Cathy retorts, 16.3. We got a lead battle separated by a half a second between the white and orange and the metallic blue. Moose in the third spot, got the high beams on. What happened? They're off. Oh, no. We got wardrobe malfunction for Moose's rig as the Y adapters come loose. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. Paul Cathy, Pete Tay separated by 1.0. I thought he had daylight DLRs, and they just automatically always came on. This guy's never really had an RC car without the light bulbs. So, Moose in rare form here. We'll leave the light on for you. 1 minute left to go. All right, let's take a look at Moose. Whoa, that was a interesting time to take a look at Moose. He had that thing fading out towards the back wall. 55 seconds left to go. Moose around the lollipop. Yellow and green. Somebody asked him about his paint job. He said, you know, sometimes when a paint job doesn't go right, it ends up looking like this. Down the backstretch, looks like the mystery machine out there. Yellow and green. 35 seconds left to go. Paul Cathy. Oh, the lights are on. Thank you. We got a report for the corner pocket. The highway patrol is behind him, starting to run the plates. 20 seconds left. Paul Cathy, Pete Tay, and Moose. All right, so here's Moose in the 3 spots. Got Tay closing in on him. He's got your advantage by 14.6 seconds. So Moose getting lapped out there. Here come our race leaders. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep driving. Keep driving. Oof. A tumbling finish for Paul Cathy. That's a race everybody is done. He won the race inverted. That's a race. Bring him in. Shut him down. Paul Cathy taking the win. 18 out of 506. Let me see you do that again. I meant to do that. I lost my wallet. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get race number 5 back out there to corner marshal. A tumbling win for Paul Cathy. Finishing in second, Pete Tay, and Moose finishing in third. Everybody else did not start or canceled out. We're getting ready for race number 6 right here, folks. We only had 3 drivers in the last race, so we're in that same predicament. Thanks. Jacob's going to stay out one more race for us. We'll get a couple helpers out there. We only had 3 drivers in the last race. So the weather's starting to change, and then we're going to start to get darker sooner. So we'll be showing up and racing round number 1 in the dark as we head into fall. Don't forget to start packing that pit light. Here come the rest of them. Feltro is checked in. And we got a couple volunteer marshals. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, guys. Everybody out there, thanks. Let's get Paul Cathy and Pete Tay out there. We'll just have to work together tonight. We got some classes with 9 and some classes with 3. It's just the way it goes. All right, looking for a check from Jerome Pineda, and we're looking for a check from Ronnie Vasquez. Moose, yeah, if you could take the middle, Moose, thanks. Here comes Jerome. Sorry, guys. The EG already sold. Here comes Ronnie. Front wheel drive. All right, Jerome down the back stretch. Transponder should hit. And we're ready to go. Let's take it to the back corner, guys. John Lewinag, I'll call you first. Brian Bembry, I'll call you second. Tom Ockrey, I'll call you third. Jerome Pineda, fourth. Steve Lamelli, fifth. Costello, sixth. Ronnie, seventh. Carl Feltro, eighth. And Stephen Ruvacava, I'll call you ninth. John, Brian, Tom, Jerome, Steve, Chad, Ronnie, Carl, Steven. All cards go. Watch in the middle, help in the middle S section. One getting unlucky off the dots there. Thanks, Moose. Little pairs out there. Work together, guys. If you get a faster card, just go a little wide. We're clear, clear. Good job. Tuesday night racing out here in Southern California on SCOR Raceway. We'll take a break, guys. We're going to take a break all the way up until the 8 o'clock hour. Race number 1, you'll be at 8 o'clock p.m. 17.5, 8 o'clock start. Steve Lamelli out in front. Chad Costello in second. Carl Feltro in third. So Lamelli, our race leader, in the white and pink. Steve in through the middle. Usually got the yellow wheels as well. There he is. Over here on the left-hand side, down the back straightaway now. Lamelli, 15.3, backed up with a 15.5. Feltro, 15.7, trails by 1.6. Carl in third. And now Carl up into the 2 spot with a 15.6. We got a 20-lap run out in front, followed by several 19s. 20 and a 5.11 for Lamelli, 19 and a 5.01 for Feltro, 19 and a 5.02 for Costello. No trouble for the white and pink in the middle. I could have sworn he said body tuck. I'm not sure. Maybe there's bigger problems. All right. 2 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Got 2 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Steve Lamelli out in front by 2.1. Our race leader, Steve, in through the center of the course, center S section. Oh, he's got that front wheel drive. It's a Schumacher, I believe, working out there down the back stretch. Lamelli 15.3 with a 2.1 second advantage over Feltro. Feltro a half a second out in front of Costello. And now Feltro joining the 20-lap club, 15.3. So Feltro in the white and red through the center S section. And then Costello across the start-finish line of the white and orange in third. Separated by 1.0 now. Feltro with a little bit of breathing room, 15.5 to a 15.7. Lamelli still out in front by 2 seconds. Pretty even gaps in the top three. Lamelli just hitting his new hot lap, 15.2. That's going to be the hot lap of the race as well. Putting the power to the ground here on lap number 11. Now he's working on lap number 13 as he crosses the start-finish line. 20 and a 5:10 pace for Steve Lamelli around the lollipop. Coming up on a little bit more traffic here. White and pink with yellow wheels. Feltro in the second spot, 15 flat. New hot lap of the race from Carl. White and red down the backstretch. Coming up on the white, blue, and pink of Acre. Couple parked in the middle there. We got trouble in the middle. And that looks like it may be our race leader parked in the middle. So Lamelli with trouble. Must have turned off, unplugged, or something. So we got 2 dead cars in the middle, and Lamelli back out there going. The other one says forget about it, and that was Ruval Kava, I believe. All right, keep going, guys. 45 seconds left to go, guys. 45 seconds left to go. Carl Feltro, Chad Costello, John Lewenag. So John up into third now. Lewenag, 16.3 the last time by through the center of the course there. Well, now John down the back straightaway. John's got white, pink, and teal paint scheme. 20 seconds left to go, guys. Feltro, 14.9. Taking over the lead in that white and red as Lomelli had trouble, but Feltro kept him within his sights. They were only about 1.8 apart when Lomelli had trouble. So keep going. Lomelli's still running in the top 5 even with that long pit stop. Oh, trouble for Lomelli in the middle. And we're clear. Keep going, guys. Take that extra lap. Ignore the computer. If it calls you done, just keep taking an extra lap so everybody else can finish at the same pace. Got 3 more to finish. 2 more. 1 more. And that's a race. Everybody is done. It's going to be Carl Feltro. Boom shakalaka. 20 and a 5.10 for the win. Chad Costello second. 19 and a 5 flat. John Lewenag third. 19 and a 5.15. Bembry, you got fourth. Nice job, Brian. And Steve Lomelli rounding out the top 5. Let's bring them in, shut them down. Take a quick break, guys. We'll be back to racing at 8 p.m.
Ronnie Vasquez. 16 flat. 17.5. Nestor Torres. 14.3. 15.5. 16.6. 14.3. 17.3. 25.3.
Help out in the middle, guys. We got one upside down in the middle.
16.8. Be rough. 14.3. 25.9. 24.7. 16.4. 13.6. 14.1. 17.9. 29.1. 26.4. 17-1. 15-4. 15-3. 15 flat. 3 minutes to the start of the race. $15.4. 18-1. 17-6. 'Start of the race. 17-2. 'Start of the race.
All right, guys. Race number 1, round number 2 coming up. 17.5 TC. Let's get them ready to go. It's 8 o'clock.
Seconds to the start of the race. The start of the race.
Race number 6, if we could get you out there to corner marshal, that would be great.
To the start of the race.
All right, who's already out there? Is that Brian? Thank you, sir. Brian's our first one out there, setting a fine example. Let's get the rest of you guys out there. Front wheel drive, let's get you guys out to corner marshal. Race number 1, 17.5 TC is headed up to the driver's stand. Same deal as the last round. Stephen Ruvalcava, your excuse. Stephen, help me later. Let's get the rest of you guys out there to corner marshal. That's Jerome Pineda, Tom Acre, Steve Lamelli, Chad Costello, Carl Felcho. We'll get our front wheel drive guys out to marshal, please. Race number 1, roll them out. We'll take another break at the end of this round, guys, as we set up for the main event round. It's always my goal to get you guys done before 10 o'clock. That way we can see you back out here the following Tuesday. And the program is growing this week, so proud to say we had more entries this week than we had last week, so it keeps growing. Keep bringing your friends out. Take a picture, make a post, let them know we're racing out here on Tuesday night. We'll keep this thing going. All right, we need a marshal out there in the middle. Can I get Brandon Thomas to cross the start-finish line? Brandon, come on down. There it is. Got that new transponder. All right, what about Brandon Lorenko? He broke? All right, there's Brandon. All right, let's take him to the back left corner, guys. Jacob, I will call you first. Romeo, second. Eric Steenhoven, third. Brandon Cho, I'll call you fourth. Brandon Lorenko, I'll call you fifth. John Lewanag, I'll call you sixth. Oliver Clipper, seventh. Jason Garcia, eighth. And Brandon Thomas, I'll call you ninth. All right, guys, corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. Wait for your name. Jacob, Romeo, Eric, Cho, Lorenko, Lewanag, Clipper, Garcia, Thomas. All cars go. All right, perfect start. We're off and running. Romeo Rodriguez, our early race leader in the Flores in orange. Make it Steenhoven out in front, 14 flat. Eric down the backstretch. Our race leader, 14.1. So Steenhoven over here on the left-hand side. Romeo Rodriguez in second. Jacob in third. Jacob answers back with a 13.9. Big hit for the blue one there. Brandon Cho in fourth, and Jason Garcia to round out the top five. Watching on the back straightaway, go high. Watching on the back straightaway, and we're clear. That was John getting it back in order, letting the orange one by. One more, John. That's our race leader. Thanks. Definitely hard to see those dark-colored cars out there in the shadows. 130 down and 330 left to go. It is Jacob Serrato out in front now. Eric Steenhoven in second. And it looks like Romeo Rodriguez in third. So two red ones and an orange one. And there's third across the line. There's second across the line. And our race leader's in through the center S section, the other red car. Jacob Serrato, MTC3. That's that new Mugen. Down the backstretch. Let's take a look farther back in the pack. Brandon Cho, Brandon Thomas, Brandon Lorenko. So the battle of the Brandons gets bigger, as now we got three Brandons duking it out for the 5 spot. Cho out in front of Thomas by 0.6. Thomas out in front of Lorenko by 1.8. Watch in the middle, and we're clear. Trouble for that white one. Just had to make a little adjustment as the white, pink, and blue had an issue. Race leaders coming through, coming up on that white one. Thank you. Hot lap going to Eric Steenhoven the last time, but let's see here on the charts. Hot lap actually is a 13.7 from Brandon Thomas for the entire run. Right now, Jacob Serrato out in front. 14 flat the last time by 22 and a 5:12. This is a new TQ run by 1 second. Same driver. Second place, Rodriguez, followed closely by Eric Steenhoven, just a half a second off of Romeo. So the battle for second continues here. 13.8 to a 14.4. Cho in fourth. Brandon Thomas rounding out the top five. Brandon with another 13.7. And now Jacob Serrato with a 13.67. So Jacob now with the hot lap. Romeo Rodriguez in second. Eric Steenhoven in third. Brandon Cho and Brandon Thomas round out the top five. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. Top two front runners on 22 lap runs, a 5:10 and a 5:13. Steenhoven in third on a 21 and a 5 flat. Let's see if Eric can make that 22 lap run happen here. Down the backstretch. Eric 14.3 the last time by. Brandon Cho in fourth and Brandon Thomas to round out the top five. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go, guys. Jacob Serrato 2.2 seconds out in front of Romeo. All right, Romeo Rodriguez and Eric Steenhoven continue to battle. Eric 13.7 backed up with a 13.9, closes into a half a second behind the orange car. Orange car in second, down the backstretch, coming up on Brandon Thomas next. 35 seconds left to go. There's our race leader down the back straightaway. Jacob Serrato, 13.6, backed up with a 13.8. 22 and a 5:09. He's going 4 seconds faster than he did in round one. And our race leader, Jacob Serrato, clean track in front of him, 13.7. Romeo in the second spot, the orange car. Down the backstretch, coming up on a little bit of traffic here. Third place, Eric. Watch it in the middle. It's out of play. We're clear. Eric Steenhoven coming up on the white car next. Down the backstretch. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Got a couple Brandons in this one. Just take an extra lap, guys. Take an extra lap, guys. There's still other cars still finishing. Waiting on Thomas. That's race. Jacob Serrato, boom, shakalaka, taking the win, remaining in the top qualifier, 22 and a 5:08. Romeo Rodriguez, 22 and a 5:12. Eric Steenhoven, welcome to the 22-lap club, 22 and 5:14. Brandon Cho, fourth, and Jason Garcia to round out the top five. Brandon Thomas, sixth. Lorenko, seventh. Battle of the Brandons goes to Cho. Lewanag, you got eighth, and Clipper off the course early. Let's get him, bring him in, shut him down. Eric Steenhoven, you are excused. So Eric Steenhoven is excused. He's going to help me later in the program. Let's get the rest of you guys back out there to Marshall. This is race number 2, 21.5.
Joey Oliveras. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, Jacob Serrato's already out there. Thanks. Romeo's out there. Brandon's out there. Get the rest of our marshals out into position, guys. We got race number 2 happening right now. Looking for a check from Ronnie Vasquez and Pete Tay.
To the start of the race.
Here comes Ronnie. All right, let's go ahead and bring him to the back corner, guys. Art, I'll call you first. Pete, I'll call you second. Joey, I'll call you third. Nestor, I'll call you fourth. Ronnie Vasquez will call you fifth. 21.5 TC, race number 2. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers wait for your name. Art, Pete, Joey, Nestor, Ronnie. All right, we're off and running with race number 2, 21.5 TC, current top qualifier. Down the back, straightaway, white car, pink wing. That's Art Hernandez. Time to beat is a 19 and a 5:07. We're getting ready for the experts coming up next, guys. I got a couple of you guys may be out there turn marshaling. Don't worry, I will wait for you. We'll make sure everybody's ready for race number 3 before we start the next one. Art Hernandez out in front. White car, pink wing in through the center S section. Now over on the left-hand side. Down the back, straightaway 15.9 the last time by. Going to back it up with a 15.7. 19.503, 19.506, 19.512 our top 3. Hernandez, Tay, Olivares. The usual suspects out in front. Torres in fourth. It's just the second time club racing with us. And rounding out the top 5, Ronnie in the red car. Battle for fourth here. Ronnie Vasquez and Torres separated by 7/100. So it looks like Torres is going to pick up a spot here. And they're also on the track together right there. So Torres in the blue up into fourth. Watching on the back straightaway. We're clear. We got Art Hernandez, 15.3. Pete Tay, 16.7. Joey Olivares, 16.5. Ooh, big hit there for our race leader off the wall. Oh, man, on the blue one, off the donkey dot. 3:15 left to go, guys. Joey Olivares in third, keeping it off the perimeters there. We'll take a look at Joey. Finished second last Tuesday through the center S section. Teal car. Looking like it's got plenty of grip. Down the backstretch, looks like he might even be waiting for the car in the corners. Thanks, Bruce. .215 down, 2:45 left to go. Pete Tay out in front by 0.8 over Art Hernandez, with Joey Olivares in the third spot. Don't forget to come and join us this Sunday. We're back to Sunday racing out here at SCOR. We club race every second and fourth Sundays, guys. So that's Sunday the 14th coming up. Hope to see you guys out here Sunday for a 10 o'clock start. 2:45 in and 2:15 left to go. Got 2:45 in, 2:15 left. Pete Tay, Art Hernandez separated by 1.1. A little bit of foreshadowing for the main event here. Pete Tay is that blue one down the backstretch. So I'd mistaken Nestor for that color earlier. Nestor's actually this yellow one here through the middle. Well, there's Nestor with that gray poupon yellow. Would you happen to have any? 1:45 left to go. Got 1:45 left to go. Pete Tay out in front by 1.6. So the blue car taking over the top spot here. Art scrambling in the 2 spot in the white and pink. Joey still maintaining third. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. And if you guys need tires, I did just get new touring car tires in stock, 36X from Rush with the dish wheels. So if you guys need touring car tires tonight, go to pitstophobby.com and place an order. I've got them in my car if you need a couple sets for next week. 1 minute left to go. Pete Tay out in front by 3.7. Coming up on Nestor. Tay on a 19 and a 5:03. This is a new TQ run by 4 seconds. A little bit of lap traffic here, and then Tay will be on his own. Thank you, Nestor. 45 seconds. 21.5 TC, more than last week. That's what we like to see. We'll start figuring out and defining which classes these guys like to run, but front-wheel drive, Expert USGT, and 17.5 have been the most popular classes for Tuesday night, in addition to Euro Truck, which after the TCS finals, we saw Euro Trucks kind of fall off a little bit with the burnout from the big race. 15 seconds left to go. Bring your cars out. Only 3 cars need to make a class, so we got some NASCARs coming out next Tuesday. Let's bring them out next Tuesday night. We're going to club race every Tuesday as much as we can on Tuesday nights. All right, keep going, guys. Keep going. Time has expired. On the master timer, you're on your individual timers. Take that extra lap. Looks like we're going to have a new TQ. I'm waiting for Joey. And here comes Joey. That's a race. Everybody is done. Bring them in and shut them down, guys. It's going to be Pete Tay taking the win. 19 and a 5:01 for the new TQ. Art Hernandez second, 19 and a 5:06. And Joey Olivares third, 19 and a 5:16. Nestor, you got fourth, and Ronnie, you got fifth. Let's bring them in, shut them down. We need you guys back out there to marshal.
Start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race. The start of the race. To the start of the race. Less than 5. Steve Lomelli.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get USGT experts out there. I need a volunteer marshal, perhaps, in this one. Let's get Pete Tay out there to marshal. Art Hernandez out there to marshal. Joey and Nestor are already out here. Here comes Chad. Pete, you going to help on that right side by the TCS banner over there by the light? Yeah. Those LED lights. Nice lights out here at Southern California On-Road Raceway. We got a lot of lights on the track. We also kind of dialed in the electrical. We had the guys come out and split up the electrical, so shout out to our crew that's been working hard. Thanks, Eric. Shout out to our crew that's been working hard to separate the power panels. So We're all dialed in here for Tuesday nights, guys. Looking for a check from Francis. Here comes Francis. And there's Francis. We're ready to go. Let's take him to the back corner. Steve Lomelli, I'll call you first. Chad Costello second. Oliver Clipper third. Francis, I'll call you fourth. And B-Ruff, I'll call you fifth. Take him to the back left corner over here, folks. Not too close to the loop there. The loop is right at the Reds Racing banner. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing at the sound of your name. Steve, Chad, Ollie, Francis, B-Ruff. All right, all cars go. We're off and running here. Race number 3. The experts. We saw the sportsmen do, I believe, 19 lap runs. Let's see what the experts can muster up here. We had a 21 lap run to set the TQ in round 1. Steve Lomelli out in front, hot pink. Chad Costello in the second spot around the lollipop, white and orange. B-Ruff in third, blue, yellow, and orange, touch of red. Looks like B-Ruff taking a body change to the P0R. He was trying that Biddy design Mazda prototype in the last run. Lomelli out in front by 1.6 over Costello with B-Ruff in third, 1/10 behind him. Francis and Ollie. Only a half a group out there, but there's some heavy hitters in the field. Going to be tough to make the top 3 in this one tonight. Steve Lomelli, the hot pink car, still our race leader. Should be a Schumacher. Yellow wheels. Pink lemonade over on the left-hand side, down the back stretch. What are the chances Steve might be running the tires from his front-wheel drive out there? They are the same. USGT, you could use the semi-slick by Ride, or you could use the Gravity RC tires. You got a couple different options. You want to find out more about the classes, go to SoCalRC.com. SoCalRC.com. You find a link to the classes. We have the same classes as Cal Raceway, so that our neighboring tracks, easy to match up the classes when we go to different tracks. 2 down and 3 to go. Steve Lomelli, B-Ruff, and Francis Mejia, followed by Chad Costello and Ollie, rounding out the top 5. We'll look at Ollie out there. Verifone in the silver and orange around the lollipop. Oliver Clipper right now trailing Costello by 2.0 for the 4 spot. Chad answers back with a 14.9. Ollie has a 15.4. Hot lap of the race here is going to our race leader, 14.6. So the fluorescent pink of Steve Lomelli continuing to crush the competition here. B-Ruff, who had a tough round number 1, pulled it off early. B-Ruff in the 2 spot now. And the yellow, orange, red, and blue. That's a Mugen MTC3. So we've seen a lot of Mugens out here getting faster and faster as these guys starting to put a setup on that thing. Down off the end of the straightaway, B-Ruff 15.5. Lomelli out in front by 5.2. It's a third of a lap lead. Oh, watch on the straightaway, clear. Costello in the 3rd spot, slamming the boards hard. One minute and 30 seconds left to go. Got 1:30 left to go. Ooh, man, watch it on the straightaway. We're clear. B-Ruff going door to door with Francis Mejia. Ollie moves up into 4th. Chad moves up into 3rd. Francis drops down to 5th. It's still B-Ruff in the 2 spot. Lomelli at the point. 6.6 the gap now. Almost a half a lap lead here for Steve Lomelli. Getting around 2nd place there. He says, go. Steve off the dot there in the lollipop through the center S section. Horseshoe now in front of the announcer shed. Over on the left-hand side. Down the back straightaway. 15.3 backed up with a 15 flat on a 21 and a 5.14. This is 2 seconds slower than his round number 1 run. 3-way battle for 2 spots shaping up there. Finally a crash from our race leader tonight. Just a little bobble. 15.6 with the bobble. All right, three-way battle for second. B-Ruff, Ollie, and Chad Costello all right there. B-Ruff 1.1 out in front of Ollie. Ollie 2 100s out in front of Chad. Chad picking up the 3 spot. And now B-Ruff just 1.0 out in front of Costello. So Costello on the move right now in the white and orange on the left-hand side here. Down the backstretch. Costello wants that 2 spot. See who's making the most amount of progress. It should be B-Ruff. So B-Ruff with that DNF showing a little bit of progress here. Look at the lineup, third on the grid with this run. Ollie getting knocked down a spot. Francis would be getting knocked down a spot as well. Lomeli still our race leader, still on our top qualifier pace. Looks like the run from round number 1 is going to hold up for Lomeli here. Waiting on Francis. That's a race, guys. Bring him in, shut him down. Steve Lomeli taking the win. B-Ruff second. Chad Costello third. Oliver Clipper fourth. Francis Mejia fifth. Bring him in, shut him down. Head on out. And Marshall, guys, this is race number 4. Sportsman USGT.
Start of the race.
You tell him, Tom.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Use your school teacher voice. There you go. Let's get our marshals out there, guys. Listen to Tom.
To the start of the race.
All right, Tom Slick's ready to go. Here comes the rest of them. Paul's ready to go. Art's ready to go. We're just waiting on our marshals. Steve Lomeli, B-Ruff, Chad Costello, Oliver Clipper, Francis Mejia. Let's get you guys out there. Grab a corner marshal spot, please.
Art Hernandez.
Ollie's out there. Thank you. Let's get the rest of our corner marshals into position. B-Ruff is out there. Straight from work, huh? That's 3 weeks in a row without your hat. You know you could just leave one in your car, right? I'm just not used to Brian. He's like in business mode right now. All right, let's get the rest of them out there to marshal, guys. Thanks, Steve. I see you over there. We need a marshal in the middle. It's the name of the new memoirs, Marshal in the Middle. All right, let's go ahead and take them to the back corner, guys. Get the rest of our corner marshals out there. Still need a marshal in the middle. When you guys come out, fill that spot in the middle first so we don't have to pull teeth and wait and wait and wait. It's not like it's a hot day out there. Paul Cathy, I'll call you first. Tom Slick, I'll call you second. Art Hernandez, I'll call you third. Dylan's going to help us out in the middle. Thank you, Dylan. We appreciate that, sir. All right, got more tow trucks than cars. Here we go, guys. Corner marshals are ready. Drivers are ready. Wait for your name. Paul. Tom. Art. Just like that, we are off and running. Sportsman USGT race number 4. Race number 5 Porsche Cup coming up next. Slick Kathy Hernandez. Paul Cathy out in front by 1.4 over Art Hernandez. 15 flat to 15.7. Tom Slick in the third spot, 16.1. Just over 1 minute into this one, a 20 and a 5:08. Already top qualifier with a 20 and a 5:13. Cathy leading the way, all white. Exotech Racing body, P1Z. Over on the left-hand side, down the backstretch. Tom Slick in the second spot, 15.5. Slick dropping back to third, though, for a moment. Art, 16.1. Battle for the 2 spot, separated by 8 100ths. Paul Cathy, 3.1 out in front of Art Hernandez. The real battle is for second here. Art versus Tom, both on 19 and 504s. Art with the black wing on that white Type A, and then there is Tom down the backstretch of the blue and silver, 15.8 to a 16.3. Tom Slick, huh? Is that the Thomasoff paint job? It sure does look like Steve's paint job. Yes, it is. Down the backstretch. 2:45 left to go, guys. 2:15 down, 2:45 left. Tom Slick and Art Hernandez still our only battle out there. Paul Cathy starting to run away with this one. Already 1/3 of a lap advantage, 4.5 the gap. Paul just took the win in round number 3 over at SCOR Raceway Saturday Night Series. There's Paul down the backstretch. Boom. 15.1 the last time by 20 and a 5:07. Here's the battle for second down the backstretch. Art Hernandez and Tom Slick separated by a half a second. And now it's going to be more than that. Art with a 15.5, Tom with an 18.2. So it's tough to catch Art doing hot laps out there, 15.5. Hot lap of the race belongs to Cathy at a 15 flat, 3 down and 2 to go, 20 and a 5:07. So right now 6 seconds faster than the round number 1 run for Paul Cathy, 16.1 for our race leader. We'll take a break after race number 6, guys. We're right now just a little after 8:30. We got 2 more races to go after this one. We'll take a break after race number 6 and prepare for the main event rounds. Thanks again to everybody for coming out tonight. Let's see, what did we have? 35 or so entries. Yep, 35 entries tonight. Good turnout here for our Tuesday night program. Our biggest turnout was actually the first time we ever ran the race, which was, I believe, 53 entries. So bring your friends out. Come and enjoy the race program, guys. It'll always be our goal to have racing done by 10 o'clock. Good time to come on out and try the track in this cool weather. The grip is still good out there tonight. Getting a lot of grip here, even in the cool temps. 50 seconds, 5-0 left to go. Paul Cathy, Art Hernandez separated by 8.5. Nothing going on there. Art Hernandez over Tom Slick by 3.1. Now 3.3. So not a whole lot changing in this one with 30 seconds left to go. Paul Cathy 9 seconds out in front of Art. The 2 white cars leading the way. And then we got Tom Thomasoff in third, 15.7. Oh, man, Tom off the lollipop. Taking the double. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep driving, guys. Keep driving. Checkered flag is out for everybody. Art, you're done.
All Kathy done. All drivers done.
Everybody's done. That's a race.
The race is completed.
Paul Cathy taking the win. Remains the top qualifier. 20 and a 5:10. Going faster than round number 1. Finishing in the 2 spots. Going to be Art Hernandez. Tom Slick finishing in 3rd. Bring him in. Shut him down, guys. And we'll get you back out there to corner marshal. This is race number 5. Porsche Cup. I do have one racer back-to-back right now, which is Paul Cathy. So we're only going to have 2 marshals out there, guys. So we'll need a little bit of help in the term marshal department. If I've excused you from a previous race, could you come and help us out now? Once again, guys, we need a couple volunteer marshals. We're only going to have Art Hernandez and Tom Slick out there to marshal. All right, the headlights are on. Here we go, here we go. Porsche Cup. Here comes Moose. Here comes Pete. And we'll give Paul an extra minute. He was just racing.
Start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race. Moose.
All right, we got Art on the right side over there. We need a marshal in the middle. And we'll need a marshal over here on the left-hand side.
To the start of the race.
All right, we got one more coming out. Here comes Paul Cathy. Let's get the other turn marshal out there. Tom Slick, you want to help us over here somewhere? And a volunteer. Guys, we'll need at least 1 or 2 volunteers. Anybody that could help us out, somebody that we excused from a previous race. Steven or Eric, anybody that could help us out. We need at least 1 more marshal. We're going to need volunteers for the next one as well, guys. So we just need at least 1 volunteer marshal right here. Oh, boy. All right, there's Paul. Take him to the back corner while we round up a couple marshals. Hey, Tom Slick, where you at? Tom, could you help over here somewhere? We're going to have to run a triangle defense on these guys. Thank you. The mic was hot, Steven. Okay. This is a PG-13 program. It's okay. Tom, you going to take the middle? Thank you, sir. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. Wait for your name. Paul. Pete. Moose. All right. Porsche Cup off and running. Woo, Paul Cathy dotting it into the, oh, man, it might be broke. He dotted it and went right into that square bar. All right, we'll assess the damage. Looks like about $50,000 worth of damage. You're going to need a new right front suspension. We can't fix that with the ball peen hammer. All right, Pete out in front by 5/10 over Moose. We got to take the engine out to fix that suspension. It's just the way it was designed. Don't ask me why. All right, Pete Tay out in front. Look at this little car right here. Mixing in with the shadows down the backstretch. The blue car with the red accents. Did your brother go to Japan already? Oh, is it in November? Okay, you got a little bit of time. Pete Tay and Moose. Now, this one's got the headlights on. Let's see if he can keep the lights on the whole run for the extra lap. Down off the end of the straightaway. Moose, 17.8. All right, there's Moose in through the center of the course. In the 2 spot right now, trailing to Pete Tay by 2.9. Our top qualifier off the track early. All it takes is that one hard hit. Knocked it loose. There's all sorts of tricks to these things, but of course for our local rules, it's a little loosened up. You can pick up some Racing hop-ups. You can pick up some Hot Racing hop-ups. I don't think Exotech makes anything for these yet. Well, these guys getting them all dialed in. Everybody's running the same motor, though. 21.5 fixed timing, just stock. And the just stock speed control. You want to find the class rules, go to SoCalRC.com. Pete Tay, 16.7 down the backstretch. 18 and a 5:15 pace. So this is right now 9 seconds shy of the TQ run. So the white and orange off the course looking to maintain the TQ position and line up front for that A main event. Let's see if it can happen here. 2:15 left to go. Pete Tay, 17 flat. Moose hitting his hot lap 17.4 the last time by. Moose going to back it up with a 17.6. Yep, good question right there. We're going to take at least a 10-minute break before we start the mains, guys. So if you need to test something on the track, you'll have time to do so. I'll do the paperwork, and then we'll get to it. So looks like, I don't know, maybe a little after 9 o'clock we'll start the main events. I want to make sure you guys have at least a 10-minute break after race 6. So we'll let you guys know the start time for race 1 as soon as we finish race 6. Pete Tay, 16.5 the last time by, firing off hot laps late in this one. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Back-to-back hot laps. You're on a heater. 16.5 backed up with a 16.4. Tay in through the center S section. It is dialed. Yeah, I think he built it up for the TCS, and then he was able to put all the different stuff in it now. A lot of these guys tore the whole thing down or built a whole new one for those TCS finals, where the GT Pro Spec, you could have won a ticket to Japan. So GT Pro Spec is a TTO2 based class. What are the chances that's a TTO2R with a bunch of pick one up hop ups on that thing, all the way down to the titanium screws? My favorite trick for these is you got to put a big fat washer on the bottom of the steering knuckle so it can't pop out. So go find a big old washer about the size of a dime if you keep popping the front knuckles out. Or you could stop hitting stuff. Yes, that is correct. Yeah. 15 seconds left to go. Uh-oh. I jinxed it. It looks like his front steering knuckle may have come loose. Nostradamus has spoken. Go get a wing washer. Those work good upside down. All right, so Moose is dragging it around. He said, the marshal says, forget about it. I'm tired of looking at it. Just go. All right, 2 more to finish. Moose, come on. Moose with the tricycle. He's going to go the distance. He's going for speed. Go ahead, Moose. Oh, the headlights didn't stay on. You don't get the extra lap. Do not pass go. Do not pick up $200. That's a race. You were already done. I was trying to make it fun. All right, Pete Tay taking the win, 18 and a 507. Moose second, 17 and a 507. Let's get a couple volunteer marshals out there if anybody can help us out. We've reached the final qualifier. We will have at least a 10-minute break after this race, guys. Yep, we only had 3 in the last one. Let's get those 3 guys out there to flip. Anybody else? What's that? What? I broke it. It popped off.
Carl Feltro. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, so it was the knuckle. I broke it. All right, let's get the marshals out there. Thank you. Dylan's going to help us out there again. Thank you, sir. Let's get a couple more marshals out into position. Paul's out there.
45 seconds.
Woo.
Stephen Rugal Hobbit. John Luwani. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Moose is going to help us out over here. Thank you, sir. How about one more, guys? Let's get one more in the back left corner. Can we get another marshal out here, back left corner, to help us out? We're looking for one more corner marshal in the back left corner to make it official. Let's go ahead and bring him to the back left corner.
Less than 5.
No, stay there. We're going to have every corner. I want to have that back left corner covered. It's the tricky spot on the track. So we're looking for one more volunteer marshal in the back left corner, right where we're going to stage him up. Let's go ahead and bring him back to that back left corner. One more marshal from the pit area if anybody wants to help us out. We are looking for a little bit of help, guys. We're light today in a couple classes. Thank you. Gonna do it. Is that Nestor? Thanks, man. I'm still learning your name. So back straightaway is closed, guys. Back straightaway is closed. That's correct. Feltro, I'll call you first. Castello, I'll call you second. Liwanag, I'll call you third. Bembry, fourth. Lomelli, fifth. Acre, sixth. Ruvalcaba, seventh. Vasquez, eighth. And Pineda, ninth. Feltro, Castello, Liwanag, Bembry, Lomelli, Acre, Ruvalcaba, Vasquez, Pineda. Just like that, we're off and running race number 6, front wheel drive. Feltro, Castello, Lomelli. 15.6, the hot lap of the race from Feltro. Backed up, back straightaway, clear. Backed up with a 15.5. Trouble for the blue car, Vasquez. Feltro, Lomelli, Pineda. Race leader in front of the driver's stand, now to the lollipop on a 20 and a 5.12. Carl Feltro, already our top qualifier with his run around number 1, leading the way here in the last qualifying race of the night. Lomelli in the second spot. It looks like he may have switched to the all-yellow body down the backstretch. So Steve Lomelli on the 2 spot, trailing by just 7/10. Trouble for the blue car again. Oh, some sort of body. Looks like the front. Check the front left wheel. There's something wrong. I think that Ronnie's out. 1:45 in, 3:15 left to go. Carl Feltro, Steve Lomelli, Tom Acre, our top 3. There's something wrong with the back left then. So the blue car trying to, its body, the body's not on right. So driver's side rear for that blue car in front of the driver's stand, if somebody could help straighten him out. Feltro out in front by a half a second over Lomelli. Here comes Steve. The fluorescent yellow down the backstretch, coming up on 4th place, Castello. So Lamelli in the 2 spot, currently trailing by a half a second to Feltro in a lead battle, hot and heavy here. Actually, battles everywhere right now. We got Feltro half a second out in front of Lamelli. Feltro just hit his hot lap, now 8/10. Acre out in front of Costello by 1/10. So Tom Acre in the white, pink, and blue in the top 3 out there. Costello in 4th. Lee Nag leading the 4-way battle for 5th. 7/10 out in front of Pineda. Pineda 1.1 out in front of Ruvalcaba. Ruvalcaba 1/100th out in front of Bembry. And then we have, it looks like Ronnie off the course early. So our race leader, Carl Feltro, in the white and red. Take a look at Carl here around the lollipop. Got clean track out in front of him. Coming up on Bembry next. Steve Lamelli in the 2nd spot in the fluorescent yellow. Coming up on, it looks like Jerome Pineda next. Pineda's coming up on that blue car of Ronnie. It looks like Ronnie's back out there. We're clear. And Ronnie, you'll have 2nd place with you next. Thanks, Ronnie. Watch it on the back straightaway. Go low, guys. And caution on the back straightaway. Go low. Keep it high, Ronnie. Keep it high. Caution on the back straightaway. Go low. We're clear. So Vasquez is out. Feltro, Lamelli, and Acre, our top 3. 1:15 left to go, guys. 1:15 left. Still got battles everywhere. Feltro out in front by 9/10 over Lamelli. Going to come down to the wire. Right now on a 20 and a 5:08. So Feltro already the top qualifier on a new TQ run by 2 seconds, and Lamelli on that same pace from the round 1 TQ time. Oh, no. Costello needs help. Something happened with the body. And it looks like Costello is off the course now. Tom Acre still maintaining that 3rd spot in the white, pink, and blue. And it looks like our race leader, Carl Feltro, is coming up on John Lewanag. 30 seconds. Race leaders with John. Thanks, John. All right. 2nd place is with Stephen Ruvalcaba. Thanks, Stephen. We got a 4-way battle for 3rd. Acre still holding on to 3rd there. Keep going, guys. Take an extra lap. Keep going. Keep going. Carl's going to be our TQ. 2 more to finish. That's a race. Carl Feltro taking the win, 20 and a 5:08 for the new TQ time. Same top qualifying driver. Steve Lamelli 2nd. Tom Acre 3rd. Jerome Pineda 4th. And John Lewanag to round out the top 5. Stephen Ruvalcaba 6th. Brian Bembry 7th. Chad Costello and Vasquez. Bring them in, shut them down, guys. We'll take a quick break here. It looks like the main events will start at 9:05. If you guys need a little extra time, we could go ahead and push it back. So we'll just go ahead and call it a 15-minute break, guys. So I'm just going to put 15 minutes on the timer. Let's call it 9:10. 9:10 start.
7. 15-4. 152.6. 15 flat. 15 flat. 35.6. 14-8. 22.1. 15-4. 29.1. 21.4. 21.5. Steven Rubalcaba. 16 flat. 18-6. 16-3. 18-2. 14-2. 15-8. 17-5. 14-4. 18-9. 'Ronnie Vasquez. 5 minutes to the start of the race. 16-5. 16-8. 16-7. 17-5. 4 minutes to the start of the race. 15-6. 'Nestor Torres. 16-7. 'Start of the race. 31.5. 7.
We got 2 minutes left in the break, guys. 2 minutes left. Same race order for the main events, guys. Same race order. All right, guys, we're getting ready for race number 1. We start off right with our big A main event, 17.5 TC. Race number 6, we're going to need you guys to start heading out to Marshall. Don't forget, we club race this Sunday, the 14th. Guys, come on out and join us. Sunday. It'll be a 10 a.m. start. Gates open 7:30. Thanks again to everybody for coming out tonight. It looks like officially 34 entries for tonight's race. We'll still need a couple volunteer turn marshals throughout the program, guys. I'm going to excuse one or two marshals here and there. So, Stephen Ruvalcava, you're excused for marshaling right now. Stephen, I'll need you to help me during one of these race 3 or 4. So, once again, Stephen Ruvalcava is excused. Let's get the rest of you guys out there to marshal race number 6. Come and help us out.
John Luwanig.
Guys, let's go ahead and get race number 6 out here to Marshall, please, with no further delay. Where you got race number 1 racers ready to warm them up. So we need to get you guys out there promptly.
Jacob Cerrito. Eric Steenhoven. Brandon Cha. Brandon Lauren. Jason Garcia.
All right, let's get the rest of our marshals out there. Front wheel drive, guys, we need you out there. Put the cheeseburger down.
15-7. 16-4. 15-5. 14-9.
Turning off the practice timer, going back into race mode, guys. We need our marshals out there. All drivers from race number 6, Carl Feltro, Steve Lamelli, Chad Costello, Tom Acre, Jerome Pineda, John Lewenag. He's in this race. Brian Bembry. Let's get the rest of you guys out there. Thanks. Spread them out. Get those corners covered, guys. Let's go ahead and start lining them up while we wait for the rest of our marshals. Tom Jerome's pointing you towards the middle. All right, Jacob Serrato at the number 1, Romeo Rodriguez at the number 2, Eric Steenhoven at the number 3, Brandon Cho at the number 4, Jason Garcia at the number 5, Brandon Thomas at the number 6, Brandon Lorenko at the number 7, John Lewenag at the number 8, and Ollie at the number 9. You mowed that thing down. Tom's ready. 17.5 TC, A main event. Let's have a good, clean race here, guys. Good luck, drivers. We're going racing in less than 5. Nice and easy, guys. And we're off and running. Ooh, blue car getting right into Eric there. Watch it coming onto the straightaway and to the blue car on the wrong side of the pipe. We're clear. All right, so it looks like Jacob Serrato out in front down the backstretch. Romeo in the 2 spot and a 2-car breakaway. Here comes Brandon Thomas in 3rd. Eric right there in 4th. Battle for 3rd shaping up. Meanwhile, up front, we got action. Jacob, oh man, and looks like Romeo looking on the inside of Jacob. Jacob got a little loose coming onto that straightaway. Track temps dropping down, starting to see that grip fade away as they head full throttle down the backstretch. It is Serrato out in front by about 3 car lengths over Romeo Rodriguez. Brandon and Eric battle it out for the 3 spot to the lollipop. Oh, watch on the back straightaway, go low. Caution on the back straightaway, go low. Caution on the back straightaway, go low. Caution on the back straightaway, guys, go low. And the cars on their wheels had the right of way, so Brandon getting fixed back up. We're clear. All right, lead battle. Here we are down the back straightaway. Jacob and Romeo. Romeo just got a little bit more corner speed in some of these corners. Let's see if Jacob can keep it out in front of Romeo here down. Oh, little dot action down the back straightaway we go. 14.1 backed up with 13.9. So a hot lap with a bobble for Jacob. He is keeping it out in front. Romeo looking for the angle. Now here comes Eric closing in on Brandon. Brandon, a little hesitation there. Here comes Eric down the back straightaway. Steenhoven trying to get back in that top 3 after a little bit of a rough start with the blue car. 2 minutes in, 3 minutes left to go. All right, first down the straightaway, second down the straightaway, third and fourth. We're racing on a Tuesday night out here in Southern California On-Road Raceway. SoCalRC.com. Big battle up in front. Here comes Romeo. Here comes Brandon. Here comes Eric. It's Jacob Serrato, our top qualifier at the point. The red car, Mugen MTC3. Keeping the door closed on the competition. Here comes Eric for the battle for 3rd. Oh, no, and Brandon got loose. Eric got into him. No harm, no foul there. That's racing. Leo and Ag now picking up the 4th spot. Eric down to 5th. 2:15 left, guys. There's our race leader down the back straightaway. Going to be coming up on Brandon Cho next. Finally, some breathing room here for Jacob. Serrato out in front by 1.3 over Romeo. Romeo 2.1 out in front of Brandon. Brandon 1.0 out in front of John. John 1/10 out in front of Eric. And now Eric back into that 4 spot trying to hunt down Brandon again. 1:45 left to go, guys. Jacob Serrato 1.7 out in front of Romeo. The red car over here on the left-hand side. Down the backstretch. Keeps getting faster and faster every week with this new Mugen. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go. Getting ready for race number 2, 21.5 TC. Race leader coming up on, looks like the battle for 3rd shaping up here to the lollipop as well. Our race leader headed down the back straightaway now. Will be coming up on Brandon Cho next. Just 1 minute left to go. Meanwhile, here's the battle for 3rd across the start finish line. Now on the right-hand side. Back in through the center of the course. Brandon and Eric. Brandon Thomas in through the center. Eric Steenhoven in that 4th spot trying to find an angle. Battle for 3rd down the backstretch. See if Brandon Thomas can keep the door closed on Eric here. "15 seconds left to go. All right, so good battle here for the third spot still. Meanwhile, we got Jacob Serrato out in front of Romeo by 1.8 the last time by. 2-1 and time. Brandon Thomas going to hold on to third. That's a good piece of work right there. Eric Steenhoven, you're done with fourth. John, you're done with fifth. Got a couple more to finish up. Jacob, you're done with the win. Romeo, you're done with second. So Jacob Serrato, Romeo Rodriguez, and Brandon Thomas, our official top three. Bring them in, shut them down. Let's head on over to the podium for a quick picture.
Joey Olivares. Art Hernandez. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Pite. The start of the race. Ronnie Vasquez. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, guys and gals, let's go ahead and line this one up. Pete at the number 1, Art Hernandez at the 2, Joey at the 3, Nestor at the 4, Ronnie at the 5. John's going to take the middle. I still need a couple marshals over here on the left-hand side. All those guys for 17.5, make your way out. Missing a couple marshals here. John John will be taking the middle. Let's get a couple more marshals out here to the left-hand side. Pete at the 1. That looks good. Art at the 2. Pete, why don't you pull up a little bit more so Joey can find a spot out there at the 3. All right, Art, pull it up a bit, and we'll give Joey that spot at the 3. Nestor at the 4. Ronnie at the 5. That looks good. Jason's going to help us over here. We need one more marshal. Yeah, he's coming. Brandon, you want to help in that back left corner over there? Thanks. Take the walk, he said. I'll tell you later. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. 21.5 TC off and running. We just saw an excellent 17.5 race. Let's see what these 21.5 guys can do here. Tuesday night racing out here at SoCal. RC.com. Southern California On-Road Raceway, known as SCOR. Thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight. Oh, big crash on the back straightaway. We're clear. It's Art Hernandez out in front, followed by Pete, and then the teal of Joey. 3-car breakaway out in front. Ronnie in fourth. Nestor to round out the top 5 now. Race number 3 coming up next. Expert US GT. Man, Pete dotting it in a big way. Didn't seem to slow him down much. So, oh, no, and Art stuffs it into the board. New race leader down the back straightaway. Thank you, Jacob. 1 minute in, 4 minutes left to go. Trouble for Art now. Oh, man, did that crash affect the car? So Hernandez, our top, Pete Tay, our top qualifier, out in front by 15.5 2.0 over Joey Olivares with there's Art in the 3 spot trying to salvage that 20.9 wreck. Backs it up with a 19.6. So here comes Ronnie. The red car of Ronnie started. Oh, man, watch on the back straightaway go low, and we're clear. The blue car of Pete Tay over Joey Olivares in the 2 spot in the teal. Oh, man. Oh, no, and the red car getting it wrong. And I believe that one belongs on the straightaway, John. And we're clear. Thanks. All right, so 21.5, a little bit more like, plays out more like the sportsman class here. Pete Tay, Joey Olivares, and Art Hernandez are top 3. 15.3 for Pete. Going to be that dark blue. Oh, man, and Art's having more trouble here. Over by the announcer shed, taking another tumble. Art has a pretty big lead over Nestor, though. It's an 18-second lead, so could afford 1 or 2 more crashes like that and still maintain the 3 spot here for that white and pink. Pete Tay hitting hot laps, 15.2. So our race leader, Pete, with the hot lap of the race, now backs it up with a 15.6. Blue car coming up on the white and pink. Pete's had a couple occasions getting way up on those ribbons, flirting with those dots. Driving like he's got a guy right behind him, but he's really got a 5.4 second cushion over second place Joey. Joey in the 2 spots. In the teal, down the back straightaway now. 16.6, backed up with a 16.1. Art Hernandez in 3rd. Nestor and Ronnie to complete the running order here. Pete Tay, 15.7 the last time by, is now 6.3 seconds out in front of Olivares. And Hernandez, 15.7. Going to back it up with an 18.3. Trails Joey by 10.5. So pretty big gaps here in the top 3. Even bigger gaps for between 3rd and 4th. It's now a 28-second lead for Art Hernandez in the 3rd position over Nestor in 4th. Ronnie Vasquez off the track 5th. All right, guys, we got 4 down and 1 to go. Again, 4 down and 1 to go. For Pete Tay on a 19 and a 5:02. Joey in the 2nd spot, also on a 19-lap run. Pete has lapped everybody else except for 2nd place. He remains on that lead lap about a lap behind. So here comes our 2nd place driver, Joey. 16.5 the last time by for Joey, backing up with another 16.5. Race leader now 9.9 clear of 2nd, 28 seconds left to go. Olivares in the 2 spot, 16.4. Pete Tay firing off the hot lap late in this one, 15 flat. Art Hernandez just had a 15.2. Running out of time here, 3 to the 2 to the 1. Pete Tay caught at the line, 19 and a 5 flat. Art Hernandez, you're done with 3rd. We've got a couple more to finish up. Here comes Joey for the 2 spot. Joey Olivares, you're done with 2nd. 2 in a row. Waiting for Nestor. And there's Nestor Torres. That's the race. Bring him in. Shut him down. Could I get the top 3 over to the podium for a quick picture, please? That's Pete Tay, Joey Olivares, and Art Hernandez. Race number 2, could we get you guys out there to marshal, please? Race number 3, Expert USGT. You guys are coming up.
To the start of the race.
This is Expert USGT race number 3, guys. Steve Lamelli, Chad Costello, B. Ruff, Oliver Clipper, and Francis Mejia coming up in this one.
Chad Costello. B. Ruff.
Nestor's out there. Joey's out there. Pete is out there. Thank you, guys. We need a marshal in the middle. Art, could you help us out in the middle of this round? Guys, let's go ahead and start lining them up. Steve Lamelli at the number 1. Chad Costello at the number 2. B. Ruff at the number 3. Slow down the back straightaway. Everybody's checked in. It looks like we're ready to go. Lamelli at the 1. Costello will be at the 2. B. Ruff will be at the number 3. Oliver Clipper at the 4. Francis at the 5. All right. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Expert USGT off and running. Battle for third. Here comes Ollie. Oh, no. Trouble for Francis. Lead battle off the end of the straightaway. Lamelli feeling pressure. Here comes Costello. Round the lollipop. Tough break there for Francis Mejia off the course. The marshals kind of taking a gander. Can't tell what's wrong. Lamelli out in front. Costello in the second spot. Separated by 3/10. So here's our battle. In front of the announcer shed. Over on the left-hand side now. Down the backstretch. Costello putting the pressure on Lamelli here. 14.8 to a 14.9. Separated by 4/10. Costello dotting it there a little bit. Now the battle for third. There it is. Ollie picking up the 3 spot. So something's wrong there. Body tuck or something for B-Ruff. Check the rear end. The body maybe. All right, so it looks like Oliver Clipper in that third spot now, down that back stretch in the silver and orange. Meanwhile, up in front is still Lamelli over Costello, hot pink, down the back straightaway. Oh, man, rocking the boards out there. Watching the middle, guys. Caution in the middle. Art's got it fixed. We're clear. Thanks, Art. All right, so we got 2 minutes into this one. 3 minutes left to go. Steve Lamelli out in front by 1.8 over Chad Costello. 14.8 to 14.8. Identical lap times for our top 2 the last time by. 20 and a 501 to a 20 and a 506. Clipper in the third spot on 18 and a 501. So our 2 front runners taking it to that next level. Sportsman USGT coming up next, guys. Sportsman USGT, have them ready. Lamelli 14.6, 2.3 out in front of Chad. 2:30 down, 2:30 left to go. We are halfway there. $14.7 to a 14.7. They continue to match the lap times here, so the gap will stay the same. And the pink with the yellow wheels of Steve Lamelli coming up on Oliver Clipper next. 14.9 for our race leader, Costello, 14.8. Trying to chip away at that gap. Ollie still maintaining third down the backstretch. He'll have the race leader with him next. 1 minute and 50 seconds, 150. All right, Oliver making way for the race leader there. Thanks, Ollie. Second place, Chad Costello in the white and orange. Chad wasn't even thinking about racing USGT tonight, but his buddies loaned him some battery packs. He told him, get out there and do some work. And now here comes Costello, starting to close in on Lamelli. Coming up on third place, Ollie. Thanks, Ollie. You're good. Oh, yep. Looked like Ollie was coming over just to take a little extra break. Either that or he wants to tease B-Ruff a little bit. Here comes B-Ruff trying to get back in that fight. 18.3 for Ollie, 15.2 for B-Ruff, chipping it down to a 2.3 gap. We'll see if Rutherford can get back in the top three here. 1 minute left. B-Ruff firing off his hot lap there, 14.9. Going to bring it down to a 1.9 gap. So Rutherford hunting down Clipper there for the 3 spot. 45 seconds left to go. Ollie off the end of the straightaway in third. B-Ruff off the end of the straightaway in fourth. 1.7 the gap. Another 0.2. Ollie just hit his hot lap at a 15.1. Well, Rutherford says, 14.9. Ollie 15.4. B-Ruff 14.9. B-Ruff's coming for him. But there's only 15 seconds left to go. Oh, man. Come on now. 10 seconds. Woo, man. Clipper driving in the rearview mirrors. Objects are closer than they appear. But B-Ruff dotting at several occasions here. It looks like Ollie could be saved by the bell. Oliver, you're done with third. Chad, you're done with second. Here comes our race winner, Steve Lamelli. TQ to win. The heater continues for Steve. That's a race. Everybody is done. Bring him in, shut him down. Let me get the top three over to the podium. Steve Lamelli taking the win. Chad Costello second. Oliver Clipper third.
Start of the race. Paul Cathy. Seconds to the start of the race.
Sportsman USGT, Paul, Art, and Tom are ready to go. Let's get our corner marshals out there. Race number 3.
To the start of the race.
All right, let's get our experts out into position, guys. Thank you. Sportsman, we can go ahead and start rolling them out.
Tom Slade.
All the drivers from the last race come and help us out, guys. Need a marshal on the right, marshal on the left, marshal in the middle. Same deal, guys. All right, everybody's checked in, guys. We're waiting for marshals. Come on. Got to get done by 10. Let's get the rest of you guys out there to marshal. Let's line them up while we wait for our marshal. B-Ruff is out there. Thank you, sir. Where's the rest of these guys? Steve is out there. Thanks, Steve. Let's take those centrally located positions. Guys, don't. Yeah, leave that there. Sure, no problem. That's beautiful. You can just stare at this. What are those wheel nuts? Are those from One Up Racing? Tamiya. Okay, that's why they got that bright blue. All right, let's line them up. Paul Cathy at the number 1. Art Hernandez at the number 2. Tom Slick at the number 3. Thanks, man. Could we get a marshal in the middle? Let's get somebody in the middle so we can get this one started. Steve, could you take the middle? Thanks, sir. All right, we got more marshals than cars. Chad, I kind of liked you where you were to split the difference. Yeah, thanks, guys. We'll do the best we can here. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Whoa, and we're off and running. That bell came up quick. It's on a random 5-second timer. It gave you the fastball. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, Tom Slick moving up into the 2 spot. And we got a new race leader. What happened? Uh-oh, trouble for Paul. He had body tuck or something. Oof. And then goes in the wall. So Art's out in front. Come on. 17.5 the last time by. Hernandez, 16.1. Tom Slick, 16.9. Paul Cathy in that 3rd spot, 16.8. Take her easy. Have a safe trip. We'll see you in a few weeks. All right, we got 1 minute in and 4 minutes left to go. Art Hernandez out in front by 1.5. Down the back straightaway we go. White car with the black wing. Oh, Francis left his car over here. Now I can see all the speed secrets. Oh, 48 pitch. Oh, nice. All right, I learned something new right off the bat. 3:40 left to go, guys. 3:40 left. Art Hernandez out in front by 2.2. So Art around the lollipop, now through the center switchbacks, out in front of Slick. See what Tom's got here. 2 different Acuras. Down the back stretch, the Type A, the white Type A. And Tom. Oh, man, another hard crash there for Paul, 16.9. So our top qualifier down in 3rd right now. Started with a whole shot from Hernandez. And then Art just really hasn't looked backwards here. 3 minutes left to go, 15.6 for Art. Down the back straightaway, coming across 15.6 again. 19 and a 5.06. Tom Slick 16 flat. And then our 3rd place driver, Paul Cathy, 18.8. Paul Cathy has surrendered. And then there were 2. Oh, you're supposed to run your belt that loose? Oh, okay. Art, Tom, and Paul. Three down and 2 to go. 3 down and 2 to go. 4:21. Yeah, he's running it to me on us. He's got all the tricks. 1:45 left to go, guy. 1:45 left to go. Art Hernandez, Tom Slick, separated by 3.8. Ricky Bobby's dad was right. If you ain't first, you're last. Race number 5, get them ready to go, guys. Porsche Cup. Race 5, get them ready to go. Porsche Cup. Hernandez, 16.2. Slick, 16.4. Tom backed it up with a 15.6. That's going to be his personal hot lap and the hot lap of the race. Over a straightaway length, though, for Art Hernandez here, and we're running out of time. We only got 50 seconds, 5-0 left to go. Keep going, guys. Keep going. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. Art Hernandez out in front by 3.1. Tom's managed to catch him just a little bit. 19 and a 5.06 to a 19 and a 5.10. And the checkered flag is out. Grabbing that hole shot and lead early and now taking the win. Art Hernandez, you're done with the win. Tom Slick, you're done with second. Paul Cathy, a walk-off 3. Bring him in, shut him down. Let's meet over at the podium for a quick picture.
The race is completed. Start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race. The start of the race.
Race 5,
To the start of the race.
Porsche Cup. All right, we got Pete, Paul Cathy coming up in this one. I think Moose has left the building. Let's get our corner marshals out there, guys. Sportsman USGT. Let's run a triangle defense on these guys. Pete Tay's ready to go. Paul Cathy was just in the last race, guys, so we'll need at least one volunteer turn marshal to get this one going. Are you serious? Tom, don't start rumors. No way. When did you see that? What year? It always emits the same amount of signal, doesn't it? Watch it on the straightaway. Watch out. All right, take a lap, Paul. Just didn't want you to hit your only competition. Yet. I mean, you can't ask ChatGPT about that. Come on, Paul. Are we ready to go? Yes. Why do you think I'm trying to stall? What is voodoo economics? All right, we need one more Marshall over on the watching on the back stretch. Watching on the back stretch. Let's go ahead and line them up. Paul Cathy at the number 1, Pete at the number 2. What do you think, Tom? Maybe one more Marshall over here? Yes. Let's get one more Marshall over on the left-hand side if anybody wants to help us out. Paul was just in the last race, so we got all the Marshalls that we had from the last race. We're looking for one volunteer. Somebody, anybody? Bueller. Yes, Simone. Thank you. Yeah, I think that you're better off right here. All right. Quarter marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going to race it in less than 5. Oh, Ricky Bobby battle off and going. It's going to be Paul Cathy out in front. Oh, man, here comes Pete. Whoo, he's already driving in the rearview mirrors through the switchbacks. You don't need a lot of cars to have a good battle. Let's see if these guys can have the most exciting 2-car race ever. Down the backstretch and across the start-finish line. 19.8 to a 20.5. Cathy in the orange and white. Battled more adversity more than anything else during qualifying. So Cathy, who had a good round number 1, a terrible round number 2 down the backstretch. Cathy out in front, 17 flat to a 17 flat. Identical lap times for our top and only 2. Moose with a walk-off third. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Here's our race leader down the backstretch, 17 and a 5:13 across the start-finish line. Now on a 17 and a 5:02. 16.5 for our race leader, 17.8 for Tay in the second spot. Now trailing by 2.0. In the Porsche Cup class, they got the TT02 chassis and the 21.5 Hobby Wing just stock motor and speed controls. You guys can find out all the information about the class rules at SoCalRC.com. Come on out and join us this Sunday for racing. The 14th. We'll be out here. Gates open at 7:30 a.m. Racing starting at 10 a.m. Guys, it'll be good to have a Sunday race out here. That's this Sunday, September 14th. Crazy to think we're already at the middle of September. 145 in, 3:15 left to go. Got 145 in, 3:15 left to go. Paul Cathy out in front by 1.8. What's going on? Lead change. Thank you, Paul. You've always been my best spotter out there, Tom. Down the back stretch, it's Pete Tay out in front. Paul Cathy down to the 2 spot. Come on, man. All right, so this is, again, one of our opportunities here to watch the most exciting 2-car battle ever. But we missed the first pass. Down the back stretch. Let's see if we can catch the second pass. Pete says, what are you talking about? I'm going to stay out in front. Around the lollipop, here comes Paul Cathy. Pete versus Paul. Round the horseshoe, we got action, folks. Oh, man, bump and run. But he waited for him. Oh, man, and now Pete kind of bobbling there. Here comes the orange and white, our top qualifier, around the outside. And he says, beat it. Pete Tay throwing bows. Try a different way. Down the backstretch, off the end of the straightaway. A head-to-head battle here with 3 down and 2 to go. Cathy clipping a couple ribbons there around the lollipop. Pete Tay maintaining the top spot here. Oof. Man, caught all of that dots. Down the backstretch. We're getting ready for, oh, man, in the corner pocket. And they are slugging it out here, showing off the durability of these Tamiya TT02s. I know why that one guy runs a rear bumper. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go. Pete Tay trying to keep it out in front of Paul. There it is through the center switchbacks. Woo, but oh, out of the park. Oh, my goodness. Back, gone. And they're calling it back. It was a ground rule double. So Pete Tay out in front of Paul Cathy by 4.2. I think Pete waited for him. He says, I kind of like the way this was playing out. 55 seconds left to go, unless there was a little guilt involved. Down the backstretch. We'll see you later. 45 seconds left to go over on the right-hand side. Pete versus Paul. You guys want to get involved in Porsche Cup? You could get a car going for about $300. Get a TT02. I'd say probably start with a TT02R. Get a 992 body or the new GT3R body. And just go on to SoCalRC.com. Find out all the rest of the class rules. As I mentioned, they're all on the same speed control and motor. So a true spec racing class right here. 10 seconds left to go. Oh, no. And that's the dagger right there. Cathy stuffed it in the right-hand chicane, and all of a sudden, Pete Tay's on cruise control. And the checkered flag is out. Pete, you're done with the win. Here comes Paul Cathy for a close second. And that's a race, guys. Everybody is done. Bring them in and shut them down. We need a couple volunteer marshals, guys. We only had 2 in the last race. This is our final race of the evening, so if anybody wants to help us out. Also, we need our top 2. I think Moose went home, so we need our top 2 to the podium. That's going to be Pete Tay and Paul Cathy. Can we get a quick picture with you and David? Once again, guys, if you're in the pit area still hanging out and enjoying your evening with us, can you do us a favor? We're looking for a couple volunteer marshals. Thanks, Dylan. You've been helping us out all night. Appreciate that. Let's get a couple more volunteer marshals out there. Anybody from the pit area that can help us out? We're only going to have Pete and Paul to help us marshal, so we're looking for a couple volunteers to make this final race a big success. Dewey, you want to help us out? Sure, might as well. I know, but you're not a young kid. You're a mature adult. Dewey Kong in the house. Good to have you out here tonight, Dewey. Thanks for helping us. Paul, you're going to take the middle. Thanks, Paul. Let's get another marshal out here in the back left corner. Guys, can we get another? Anybody else still here? Pete? Yeah, Pete, you'll take the back. Thanks, Pete. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start lining them up. Are we ready? There's Lamelli. What about Costello? Chad, are you ready? Okay, everybody's checked in. Slow on the straight, guys, slow on the straight. Front wheel drive, one of our biggest classes today. A match. Watch it on the straight, caution on the straight. There's a car parked. Front wheel drive, one of our biggest classes today. Only class was the same size with 17.5. Let's line them up on the back straightaway, guys. Carl Feltro at the number 1. That's our top qualifier. 20 and a 5:08. He had a 5:10 in round 1. Lamelli at the number 2. Costello at the 3. Tom Acre at the number 4. Lining up at the 5. Jerome Pineda at the 6. John Lewinag. At the number 7, Stephen Ruvalcava. At the number 8, Brian Bembry. And at the number 9, Ronnie Vasquez. All right, guys. Grid is set. Good luck to all drivers. Corner marshals, please pay attention. Good luck, drivers. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running. Good start. Feltro, Lamelli, Costello. Acre in the 4th spot, then another white, pink, and blue. Couple white pinks. Body tuck for Vasquez. Lead battle. Here comes Lamelli. Putting the pressure on Feltro early. Over here on the left-hand side. Now down the back straightaway. And the fluorescent yellow. Looking on the side-by-side there. Feltro gets loose. Lamelli takes over the top spot. They're coming up on Vasquez. Man, I love that center S section. Little give and take there. Thank you, Ronnie. Down the backstretch. Watch it go low. And thank you, Ronnie. 3rd place getting through. 4th place is next. So Jerome Pineda coming up on Ronnie. Thanks, man. Couple more. Here comes 5th. All right, lead battle down the back straightaway. Steve Lamelli and Carl Feltro separated by 2/10 the last time by. The final race of the evening, front-wheel drive, a main event. And it's a 2-car breakaway. Lamelli down the backstretch, 19 and a 5:04 pace. Carl Feltro in the 2nd spot, 19 and a 5:02 pace now as Lamelli drops to a 5:01. More traffic coming up on Ronnie. Thanks, Ronnie. It's definitely hard to see that dark blue body out there. All right, battle for 3rd shaping up. Here comes Pineda. So 3rd down the straightaway now, 4th and 5th. John Lewanag right there with him as well. John's got a lot of speed in that thing. A lot of motor from Lewanag in the white, pink, and teal in 5th. We'll keep an eye on them. Meanwhile, up in front, Lamelli in the fluorescent yellow leading the way by a half a second over Carl Feltro. Watch on the back straightaway. Oh, man, and we're clear. So Costello got loose. Pineda picks up 3rd. Lewanag picks up 4th. And we pick up that battle for 3rd around the horseshoe now in front of the announcer's shed. Over on the left-hand side, down the back stretch we go. Race leader coming up on Ronnie, 2nd, 2. All right, so this lead battle still hot and heavy here between Lamelli and Feltro down the back straightaway. Sheesh. Feltro, our top qualifier, putting maximum pressure on Lamelli now around the lollipop to the switchbacks. Looking for that angle, round the horseshoe. Down the back straightaway. Our top 2 separated by 1/10 of a second the last time by. Meanwhile, this battle for 3rd. Oh, Lewanag getting into Pineda, and it looks like Costello's picked back up the 3 spot. Little chain reaction there, that 3-way battle. Oh, man, and that one hopping the wrong side of the pipe. Help out the orange and white. Go, go, go. It's body tuck. And we're clear. 2 minutes left to go, guys. Carl Feltro, Steve Lamelli, and Jerome Pineda the last time by. All of a sudden, Feltro with a straightaway length lead, maybe more over the yellow car. Feltro coming up on more traffic. Could be coming up on Tom Acre next. 3rd place driver Jerome Pineda. Jerome in the white, pink, and blue around the lollipop with Costello right behind him. In the battle for 3rd over on the left-hand side. Down off the end of the straightaway. Pineda trying to keep the door closed on Costello here around the lollipop. The white, pink, and blue versus the white and orange. With Steven Rubalcava closing in, but Rubalcava goes upside down. Race leaders coming up on Acre, the white and red. Down the backstretch. Just over 1 minute left to go for Carl Feltro. All right, 2nd place coming up on Bembry. Thanks. You fluorescent yellow in 2nd. It's a big lead here for Carl. And he dominated qualifying with a TQ round number 1, going 2 seconds faster round number 2 to reset the TQ time. Same driver, obviously. Costello and Pineda still battle it out for the 3rd spot. Costello across the line, Pineda across the line. Those 2 drivers separated by 1.0. We only have 35 seconds left to go. And the final race of the night, Feltro, Lamelli, and Costello, 25 seconds. Lamelli's coming up on Rubalcava. 2nd place is fluorescent yellow. And we're clear. Oh, what happened there? Trouble in the corner pocket. We're clear. Feltro is coming up on the other white and pink. Oh, looks like. Take it easy, dude. Good driving tonight, bro. 3, 2, and the 1. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Brian Bember, you're done. Stephen Rubalcava, you're done. When you cross the start-finish line, you will be done. Carl, you're done with the win. Steve, you're done with second. Chad, you're done with third. That's a race. Everybody is done. Carl Feltro taking the win. Steve Lamelli second, and Chad Costello third. Let's get you three to the podium for a quick picture. That's going to do it for tonight's race program. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Jerome Pineda finished in 4th. Tom Ockrey 5th. Stephen Rubalcava 6th. Bembry 7th. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Guys, have a safe ride home. We'll see you out here on Sunday for club racing.